arm leg opposition on the ball. You're going to start kneeling behind the ball, and then you're going to roll out onto it. You're going to end up with your hands under your shoulders, and your legs are extended with your toes on the ground.
Okay, so I'm going to be performing the upper back posterior shoulder exercise, otherwise known as starting the needle. So I'm going to start
Careful not to abduct either of the arms.
roll the ball off,
And then you go back down,
making sure to keep my
switch,
back.
right arm,
And then I'm going to take one of my arms and
you're going to make sure
put it
you're
on the
engaging the
other.
core the whole entire time. Try to stay in a state in a straight line, and then you go lower back down.
So like this.
Yeah, roll off. Do
Head and neck relaxed.
So like this.
We're going to do the arm and leg opposition without the ball. We're going to start in a quadruped position.
Keep your
Hands are going to be under the shoulders, knees are going to be under the hips. We are then going to raise our right arm
Nice
and
and
left
controlled
leg.
to get your glute.
You're going to be careful not to cause any abduction to either arm or the leg. Stay in a nice straight line, engaging the core the whole time. We're going to lower that back down slowly. We're now going to raise the left arm, right leg. We're going to make sure we maintain that cervical curve. We're going to engage the core the whole time. Stay in a straight line here. Avoid abduction. And then lower back down.
Toes turn outward.
We can do the bridging on the ball.
What you can do to also
have our heels together on the ball.
press down on
Put our
each side
arms
of the ball.
abducted out to 90 degrees for stability. We're then going to lift
medial
up with our buttocks off the ground. We're going to make sure the shoulders, buttocks, and knees are in a straight line. We're going to make sure we're engaging the core this whole entire exercise through the progressions as well. First progression is to cross the arms. Second progression is to put the arms together straight out in front of the body. And the third progression is to put the arms back out 90 degrees for stability, and then lift one foot to about the toe level of the opposite foot. We're going to put that down and switch. And then back down.
It's just an easy one.
Is that good? Is that a go? Okay. All right, we're going to do the bridging. This time we start with our hips, knees flexed, feet flat on the ground. Arms are going to go out to the sides for stability. And we are going to lift our buttocks off the ground. We're going to engage our core throughout this whole entire exercise, including the progressions, and make sure that the hips and knees are in a straight line. Our first progression is to cross our arms. Second progression, hands together, out above, straight in front of the body. Third progression, arms go back down to 90 degrees. And we're going to raise the right leg, making sure the knees stay at the same level.
With the head relaxed and neck relaxed.
We're then going to bring that down and switch, raise the left leg, making sure the knees are at the same level.
Right. Stretching the trunk.
And then we're going to bring that down and relax.
And then go to the left. Again, stretching the trunk.
I said it. Do the hamstring curl on the ball. We're going to start in the same position as the bridge, heels together, arms out to 90 degrees. We're then going to go into the bridge position. And the first one, we are going to bring the heels to the back of our thigh, our hamstrings. We're going to flex the knees and the hips for the first one. When we do the progression, this whole time we're making sure we're engaging the core. When we do the progression, we're only going to bend at the knees, and we're not going to bend at the hips. And then we're going to bring it down and relax. We're going to do the hamstring stretch. So we're going to take the right leg first. We're going to put it on the chair, making sure our toe is back towards our knee. We're not going to hyperextend our knee. We're just going to keep it nice and straight. We are then going to bend forward at the hips, making sure our spine stays straight without any flexion, and our head stays up. We're going to bend over that right knee.
3, 2, 1. So here we're going to do the knee.
I'm going to bring it down and switch.
Okay.
This whole time we're engaging the core.
Knees at a 90-degree angle. Roll the ball out to your
Straight back.
fingertips here. Keeping your hips stacked over your knees. You want to roll it to one side.
Back up.
Getting a good stretch on the left.
going to do the hip flexor, stretch the hip flexor. So we're going to start out on our right knee, left knee's out in front at 90 degrees. We're then going to lean forward, making sure we have no flexion in our spine. Spine stays straight. We're going to lean forward. Be careful to watch here. If our knee is going over our toe, you would want to bring your foot out further away from your body. And the progression is that we would turn towards the forward leg. Bring it back, switch. Left knee goes down, right knee's up, 90 degrees. Lean forward without any flexion of the spine.
Now I'm going to do upper back, posterior shoulder.
And then progression twist towards the forward leg.
And starting by
Engaging the core the whole time throughout the exercise. Do kneeling lat stretch with rotation. We're going to sit back on our heels. We're going to roll the ball out until just our fingertips are touching the ball, maintaining a good neutral spine, engaging the core throughout this whole exercise. We're then going to roll the ball to one side. Let's say we're rolling the ball to the right. You're going to feel that stretch. Make sure we don't stretch too far to irritate the posterior capsule. Come back to neutral. And then rotate the ball to the left. And then back to neutral. We're going to do the pike exercise on the ball. We're going to start kneeling behind the ball. We're going to put our abdomen on the ball. We're going to walk out until the ball is on our ankles. We're going to engage the core, and the first step is to bring, flex the hips and knees, turn the chest. And the progression is we are going to keep our lower body straight. We're going to bring ankles forward. Then we're going to make sure to walk back into the starting position. We're going to do the piriformis stretch. We're going to start supine. We're going to then bring our knees are flexed, hips are flexed. We're going to bring our right foot up and across to our left knee. We're going to make sure our core is engaged this whole time. We're going to take our hands, place it behind the left thigh, and bring that into our chest gently, keeping our neck on the ground the whole time. We're going to then bring it back down and switch. Left leg, left foot going to right knee. And then try to keep your spine straight. We're going to do the plank on the ball exercise. We're going to start in a kneeling forward position. We're going to put our elbows on the ball, hands together. We're going to maintain a 90-degree angle here at the humerus. Then going to roll forward and bring our knees off the ground. Maintain that 90-degree angle. Maintain a good cervical curve facing forward. And the knees, hips, and shoulders are all going to be in line. Core is engaged this whole time. For progression, we're going to raise the right leg first, just to the level about our heel. Switch. Left leg comes up, toes to about the opposite heel. And then back down. Roll it back. Plank. We're going to start in a Sphinx position. Make sure we maintain elbows on the ground, hands together, 90-degree angle at our shoulders and elbows. We're then going to lift our hips and knees off the ground. Make sure we maintain a good cervical curve. We're going to keep all of our hips, knees, and shoulders in line. Progression 1 is to raise our right leg just to about the opposite heel. Bring it back down. Progression 2, raise the opposite leg to about the opposite heel. Make sure the core is engaged and stabilized the whole time. Bring it back down, and then relax. All right, we're going to do adductor stretch number 2. This time, we're going to extend our left heel out, staying on our heel, staying flat on this foot. We are going to engage our core this whole exercise, and we are going to roll the ball towards the flat foot on the ground. back to the center and then switch. This heel goes out. And relax. We're going to do seated adductor stretch number 1. We're going to have the knees apart. We're going to take our hands, place them inside of the knees. We're going to keep our core engaged throughout this whole exercise. We're going to roll the ball forward without flexing our spine and press with a little bit of pressure on the inside of the knees. Feet are both flat on the floor, and then we go back and relax. All right, we're going to do the seated hamstring stretch. We're going to use the right leg first, extend it out to the heel. We are then going to face that right leg and bend forward, hinging at the hips without arching or flexing the spine, and keeping the head and chest up. We're going to bring it back. Left foot goes out, facing the left foot, engaging our core throughout the whole exercise, hinging at the hips without a flexion of the spine, head up, chest up, and then back. We're going to do the supine adductor stretch. We're going to have the heels together on the ball, bring the ball to our buttocks. We are then going to spread the knees out using our hands on our inner thighs. We're going to engage the core this whole entire exercise, pressing lightly on our inner thighs for a deeper stretch. And then relax. The supine piriformis stretch with the ball. We are going to bring our right foot, bring it up to our left knee. We're then going to roll the ball closer to our trunk, creating flexion there. We're going to engage the core throughout this whole exercise, feeling the stretch in the right piriformis. We're going to relax and switch. Left knee or left foot comes to right knee. Cross. We're going to then flex that right knee, bring it into our body. Engage the core, feel the stretch in the left piriformis. And then relax. All right, we're going to do the supine trunk stretch. And we're going to have the ball contacting our gastrocs and hamstrings. We're going to bring our arms out to 90 degrees abduction. We are then going to bring the legs to the right as we face our head to the left. We're going to find that barrier for the stretch, not stretching too far. Engaging our core throughout this whole exercise. And then going to bring it back up. This time the head is going to the right and the legs are going to the left. Find that barrier, keep that ball nice and tight against the hamstrings and gastrocs, engaging the core, and then bringing it back up. All right, we're going to do tabletop on the ball. We're going to start seated. We're then going to walk ourselves out until we get to the point where our knees, hips, and shoulders are in line. Core is actively engaged throughout this whole exercise. And we're going to support our neck and upper shoulders with the ball. And the progression here is to raise the right leg, remaining balanced, to about the opposite knee level. And then bring it back down and raise the left leg to about the opposite knee level. And bring it back down. We're then going to walk slowly back up into a seated position and relax. We're now going to do tabletop with rotation. We're going to start seated on the ball, walk ourselves slowly out into a straight line with our knees, hips, and shoulders. The ball is supporting our neck and upper torso. We are then going to reach the arms in front of us, and we're going to engage the core throughout this whole exercise, and we're going to use our body to rotate, minimizing the rotation in our hips and legs. Going from side to side. The progression is increased speed.
We can't do it there. Can't screw it there.
And then when we are done, we're going to slowly walk ourselves back to a seated position. I'm going to do the upper back posterior shoulder stretch. We're using the ball, kneeling behind the ball to start. We're going to be sitting back on our heels. We're going to roll the ball out. Our arms are extended, fingertips are on the ball. We are then going to start by placing our right hand palm up, laced under across our body, actively engaging the core throughout the exercise. We're then going to roll the ball to the right, feeling that stretch, making sure we're not overstretching to stress the posterior capsule. Going to come back, bring our arm up. We're then going to switch arms. Left arm goes down, palm up, and the ball is going to roll to the left. And feel that stretch without stressing the posterior capsule. Engaging the core. Bring both arms back up. And rolling back into our body and relax.